What's up, YouTube? It's your boy M8trix21 back with a new episode of Fresh Kicks, where I go over upcoming sneakers and I give you all the release information and all the general knowledge that I have of the sneaker. But before we get into it, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell as well so you never miss a video. Check out my Twitter page of M8trix21 and my Etsy shop at TDMadeIt. Both the links are down below in the description. But enough of that, let's go. Let's get to the kicks. So today we'll be taking a look at the Union Nike Field General in two different colorways. So without further ado, let's jump right on in it. So part one is breakdown. We break down overall look at the sneaker, materials, colors, stuff like that. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So here we are. We have two different colorways. We have a shimmer colorway as well as a off noir colorway. You know, they love doing that off noir with the, you know, kind of off black, blues and yellows, which I always like. Then the shimmer is more of a Neapolitan, as they called it. Look to it. Pinks, browns, a little bit of tans. I like the way that looks as well. So let's talk about actual colors. For the shimmer pair, we have shimmer, silk red, particle beige, and dynamic pink. A lot of crazy different colors. Let's just say we have beige, a little bit of yellow, and some a little bit of pink, salmon looking pink. But here's the way it looks, and I think it looks pretty cool. Definitely the colors work together. The browns work with the pinks, more of a kind of earth tony look to it. And I like this one. I think this will be the pair most people try to go lean after if you want to do a little bit of thinking outside the box a little bit. And I like the way it looks. And there's a third pair. We'll talk about that, but we don't really have the images of the third pair yet. But for this one, I think this is pretty dope. All along with this, you do have some 3M hits on it. Not a lot, just a little bit of lines here and there, but there are 3M hits on the sneaker, so it looks pretty cool. Top down look at the sneaker. I love the way the toe box looks with the kind of different color browns there. You have that kind of beige laces. The insole is also kind of like that light beige or kind of like the sail look to it. You have pink hits everywhere, which kind of brings that little pop of color that you need for the sneaker, and I think that works very well. You have Union and Nike Air, Nike in actual insoles, which looks pretty cool. You also have this hang tag, this yellow hang tag for the sneakers, which looks dope in my opinion. And then we have the box right here. You know, I like the small little details like that. Union was here. That box looks pretty cool in my opinion. And like I said, the sneaker is nice. The materials aren't crazy, but I like it. I like it a lot. The kind of mesh with a little bit of nubuck material, and it looks pretty cool and clean in my opinion. So let's move on now to the off noir colorway, when you have black, dark base gray, off noir, and photo blue. You know, pretty much saying black, a little bit of gray, and a little bit of blue. The blue is really muted too in certain areas, like a cobalt mute look to it, and I like the way that looks. Not as much of the blue as you have with pink on the other sneaker, but it looks pretty cool. The one thing that I had to learn to actually love on the sneaker is the outsole, because it has like this brownish, dark sail, deep sail look to it, and I like it though. I like it. It works well on it. It doesn't try to pretend to be aged. It just looks like that's just the color of it. And I like the way that looks. So it took me a while to grow that for that part to grow on me, but it has grown on me, and I do like it. And the sneaker looks pretty cool. Like I said, most of the uppers are like they're black or dark gray, and then you have pops of the little blue and a little bit of yellow going out throughout the sneaker. That blue and yellow, especially the yellow, is Union. So you know what it is. You're gonna get that kind of yellow on the sneakers anyway. But I like the way this looks. It looks clean. The stitching on it looks clean. The materials look nice. The Nike on the back looks pretty cool as well. You have Union on the tag, and then you have another Union, yellow Union tag on the side of the sneaker. So I like it. It looks clean. Looks dope. I said the other one people may go after. I think that one will be the more popular pair. But for me, I think this pair is a little bit better. Just a little bit better. You know, I like both pair anyway. But if I had to pick and choose, I would probably choose this off noir colorway over the shimmer. So yeah. So now let's move on to the release information. So as far as release information is concerned, for the shimmer pair, they will be releasing on June 27, 2024. Should be the findings in Union and other locations. I'm pretty sure there's other locations, but we don't know exactly those locations yet. But like I said, the Union, you should be a fan of the Union, their brick and mortar or whatever. And then these would be $120. Not an expensive sneaker, an affordable sneaker, and we'll see if it goes up in value. But for retail, $120 ain't bad at all. You can get you a Union sneaker. Of course, it's not a Jordan collab or anything like that, but a Nike collab ain't bad either. And I think these look pretty cool. Nothing that'll, you know, break the budget. I think if you at 120, but I think they're nice. I think they're clean. I don't think they're going to be anything crazy like, you know, Union Jordan 1, of course, but these do look dope in my opinion. and 120 bucks. And like I said, you should be able to find these on June 27, 2024. The exact locations, will be determined. When I find out, I'll put it in the description, or you can check out my Twitter page if I'll try to post it. So as far as the Black Noir pair, pretty much the exact same thing. June 27, 24. Any other locations will be announced. 120 bucks. Ain't, like I said, once again, ain't bad for these. I like these. They're clean. A little bit extra to it just because of that outsole, but I do like it a lot. And it's not a bad looking sneaker, especially for that price point of 120 bucks. What else you getting at 120 bucks? Maybe a little bit of Air Force One's a little bit lower. Some Adidas or something, but nothing crazy like this. A collab at 120. Hey, if you like Union, I say definitely jump on it. If you like Union collabs, I say definitely jump on it. But it's a casual looking sneaker. There's nothing crazy. The Field Journal was the oldest sneaker that came out, like I think in the 80s. Not a sneaker that I've had in my rotation ever, but I wouldn't mind getting these. If I can get either pair, I'd be happy with it. But like I said, I'm kind of leaning more towards this off noir pair. But 120 bucks, if I can get them from retail, definitely sell. So yeah. So now let's move on to value. So my speculative value for both these things are pretty much the same. And I mean, you know how Union goes. Union does hold a little bit of weight, but that doesn't mean all their sneakers hold a lot of weight. I think this should be slightly above retail. That's just my guess. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy. I don't think it's going to drop down too far if it does drop. Like I said, the Union name does usually carry a little bit of weight, but that's usually with the Jordan collabs. We've seen them do it with Cortez, and the Cortez was hit the outlets. But I think that was a bad. Collab overall. That sneaker just didn't look good. But I think this one can be a little bit above retail, around retail, something like that. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy. I don't think it's going to double in price or triple in price. But you never know. Some sneakers that you don't think will jump in price does. But now let's get to rock and stock. So what do I think the average consumer that sees these sneakers will actually do with these? Will they rock them? Will they stock them? Or will they just say, you know what, and straight up pass on them? These are decent looking sneakers, and to be honest with you, I think it should be a rock or a stock. I think people will do that if they can get their hands on them. Most people may look at this and say, you know what, it's not a Jordan, it's not nothing like that. And it's a Field General, which I don't really know much about. I'll pass on them, but I think this is a sneaker that you should buy and put on your feet. I think this is something you just rock. I mean, you can rock a collab and not really feel like, oh man, I put these sneakers on, I undead stock these, and now they're gonna shoot up in price. I don't think that should be the case with these. I think this is something you buy, put on, and just have fun with it. So I'm gonna go with just rock on this one. You typically don't go with just rock, but I say buy these, rock them. That's what I think people may end up doing overall. I don't think they're gonna pass. I don't think they're gonna stock them. But now let's get to the recap and my final grade. So once again, for both pair of these sneakers, I think they should be releasing on June 27, 2024. Union and other locations to be determined, and 120 bucks ain't bad for these. I think these are only men's sizes, if I'm correct, but I could be incorrect about that. But I think these are only men's sizes as of right now. There is a third pair, like I said, an ivory pair. We don't have pictures of those yet, so I'm assuming the pair would be a little bit lighter in color, a little bit closer to a white almost, just like a cream look to it. I don't think those will be as nice, in my opinion, as like the off noir, but we'll just have to wait and see. And maybe those will be more exclusive than the other two pair, and maybe one of these pairs be exclusive. Who knows? These may be more limited than I think they will be, and if that's the case, who knows how much that price would be. But like I said, I do like these bad boys. And like I said, if the box is any indicator, they may be putting a lot into these sneakers. So who knows? I give these a 7 out of 10, a cop in both colorways, in my opinion. I do like both of them. I wouldn't mind picking both of them up. But like I said, I lean more towards that off noir colorway. But either way, man, these sneakers, in my opinion, are pretty dope. So I wouldn't mind actually getting these in hand, getting these on foot, and then actually wearing these things. Like I said, if I get them, I'm definitely wearing them. So it is what it is. So let me know how you feel about these sneakers. Will you pick these up? Will you pass on them? If you get them, will you wear them? Or will you just try to stock them and see if they go up in price? Do you think these will be more limited than we think? Or just let me know in the comment below. And that's all I have for you on this one. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell as well so you never miss a video. This your boy M8trix21. Peace. Talk to you all later. Bye. Perfect.